Good is good. It's your boys. I'm back here with another video, and in this video today, guys, we're gonna be going over and talking about all of the new SEISMIC cards added to NBA 2K24 MyTEAM today. Now, obviously, in the leak, we saw Kristaps, we saw, PG headlining it, and we got a list of all of these guys, so we kind of knew what was to come. Now, briefly, we'll talk about Cedric Ceballos before diving in specifically in all of the SEISMIC cards. Now, what is Cedric Ceballos? Basically, there's these challenges in the agendas that every single day you grind a new one, and at the end of it, I do believe there is a pink diamond. Now, this card, he's fine. I mean, there's nothing really bad about this card. There's nothing really great about this card. He looks like a small forward that can at least hold it down. Not saying he's going to be the best. Not going to say anything too crazy. But he's got a decent three ball, decent speed, decent lateral, decent playmaking. He doesn't look too bad. I can stand Cedric for an amethyst. Taylor Hendricks up next. Now for Taylor Hendricks, small forward, power forward, 6'9", 7-foot wingspan. I want to start with Taylor Hendricks by saying this. I've not used this card yet this year. Like, there's a lot of cards that I'll just go and use, whether it's in play now, whether it's shitting around with him. Taylor Hendricks is not one of them. So as that stands right now, I'm just going to go shoot with that release right now. Release-wise, really smooth for Taylor Hendricks. Not necessarily the quickest, but it is straight up and down, easy to time, easy to green. I like his release. So I'm just going to say that. It has a 93 ball, 88 speed, 88 interior perimeter, 88 lateral quickness. This card, as far as an all-around power forward, small forward, is very solid in my team. Now, does he do anything at an elite level? That's the question. Shooting. I would say shooting he does at an elite level. Comes with limitless range as well as a decent release. I can't hate on this card at all. Taylor Hendricks based on normal. Problem is basic dribble style. I think if you do play this card, he's probably best at the power forward position. But even with that, no anchor, no brick wall, no rebound, no box out beast. It's just really tough. Probably play him at the small forward and just live with the basic dribble style. But basic dribble style really hurts the card. Anderson Varejao up next. 73 ball, 80 speed, 88 lateral quickness, good interior perimeter, great rebounder, Hall of Fame anchor, box out beast, and a rebound chaser. This card, pending the three ball, is solid. Like, can you green with Anderson Varejao or not? That's really what it comes down to. If you can't green with the card, I mean, it's hard for me to hype the card up too much. If you can find a way to green consistently with him, you're looking at one of the best budget bigs in the entire game because there's really no downfalls to Anderson Varejao. Shaq release, Boban upper. Just imagine how bad that release probably is, though. Like, I'm not trying to just sit here and hate, but that release is probably genuinely one of the worst in the entire game with Anderson Varejao in my team. Peyton Watson up next. Good release. 93 ball, 90 speed, 90 lateral quickness, good interior perimeter, good speed ball, and a Hall of Fame blow by off-ball pass. Great shooting badges, and including limitless range. This card is absolutely fantastic for a budget shooting guard in my team. I think this guy has what it takes to be the answer to all of my problems on the No Money Spent Squad series. Am I gassing him? Maybe. But I'm telling you that right now, I think he has all that potential because he's not missing anything. I think he can be your primary ball handler with Hall of Fame ball, low by handles for days, unpluckable speed booster on gold, has Hall of Fame off-ball pass, is 6'7", release on quick. Peyton Watson, for No Money Spent budget ballers, going to be absolutely fantastic. And even for not those guys, going to be so good. Anthony Black up next, 6'7", point guard, 87 3 ball, 88 speed, decent interior perimeter, comes with Hall of Fame slithery, catch and shoot, Hall of Fame needle threader. Now, what is the problem with Anthony Black? Well, I mean, badge-wise, again, what does he do great? That's the question I want to ask you. I mean, the best part about this card, I want to say, is defensively, considering he is 6'7", but, I mean, his defensive badges, I don't want to say are bad, but they leave something to be desired. Offensively, no speed booster definitely hurts. No limitless range hurts. But remember, he is a 6'7" amethyst. Like, that, for that, I can't sit here and hate too much on Anthony Black. Release-wise, it kind of reminds me of like what the Jaylen Brown base was like, at least in the past. It might even be like the same thing. It's not bad. It's quicker than Jaylen Brown's release this year, actually. I don't hate his release at all. I actually think it's pretty smooth and way quicker than the Jaylen Brown base. Just kind of reminds me of that type of release in the past. Serge Ibaka up next. Serge, badge-wise, wish he had more. At least on next gen, looks pretty good. 6'10", 7'4" wingspan, out spots from both quarters. 88 3-ball, 85 speed, 86 lateral. Good interior perimeter, great rebounding stats. Serge Ibaka looks incredible. He looks incredible. You give him slippery off ball. You give him, you know, some more of these defensive badges to help hold it down. Give him break starter maybe. This card can do it all. He's going to knock down shots for you. He's going to play great defense. Definitely think he's better at the power forward position because, again, he's only 6'10". But I really like Serge Ibaka. He can do it all on the court. There's no downsides in Serge Ibaka. Yes, 94,000 MT is not cheap, to say the least, but he is really solid for that price tag. Jonathan Isaac up next, 6'10", 7'2" wingspan. Good release, good player, but with 88 3-ball, 92 speed defensively. Off the charts good. I mean, when it comes down to defense players, he's going to be one of the best in the entire game because you can run him at the small forward position at 6'10". I mean, what are we really doing here? I know basic dribble style is not what you want. Jonathan Isaac base is just fine. Pro 3 leaner, I know we're starting to see some guys with it. I don't know if I'm sold on it yet, but Jonathan Isaac looks really good for what he is. I'm not trying to sit here and gas him because there are downsides with the card, especially with the basic dribble style. But I like this card. 157,000 MT is more than I would like to pay, though. RJ, Richard Jefferson up next, 92 3-ball, 93 speed, really solid defense, big good speed to ball. Problem with this card is going to be the release. I mean, release, lack of dribble styles, not a great, I mean, normal laner is fine, but with those, like, the release on normal timing, Greg Brown, upper, I don't even know what to expect. I'm going to go as far as saying this. I think Peyton Watson will be better than Richard Jefferson. So, I mean, if you're debating getting Richard Jefferson, Ty is only 73,000 MT, just realize that I think Peyton Watson probably trumps that card. Antawn Jamison up next has the Brook Lopez base. And sometimes I'm like, you know what? You can make it work. For Antawn Jamison, I don't know if you can. Look, you're going to have to play him at power forward. And I mean, look, his shooting badges are fine. He can get basically every badge in the game. But the Brook Lopez base is going to hold this card back. I don't hate Antawn Jamison. I think as far as complete cards, he is really solid, especially if there's a way you can get this card for free. Like if you get a random equal chance diamond and you get Antawn Jamison. I think this card can play. It just comes down to that release. It's going to be really slow and really baited. Tyson Chandler got to win 50 triple threat online games. 76 3-ball, which is low, but a 91 speed. Defensively off the charts good. I'm a big fan of Tyson Chandler. Because guess what? Even though his 3-ball is not great, even though his hot spots from 3 aren't great, he still has a high enough 3-ball that the defense has to respect it. And he's got a great speed, great interior, great defensive badges. I'm a big fan of Tyson Chandler. If you're just starting the game and need a good center and are good at the game, I mean, grind out those 50 triple threat online wins. You're going to enjoy Tyson Chandler because the card is really solid. Big O Oscar Robertson up next here. Starting thing I see, 66 base badges. I mean, that's the first thing I see, and the reason I'm really making note of that is because that's tough to beat. I mean, you're looking at a card base 66 badges. I mean, outside of that, what else do you want the card to do? Now, with Big O, here's what you're looking at. Release-wise this year, it's not bad. Is it, you know, the Oscar base that we have seen in the past? I don't know about all of that. But it is, I would say, a decent release, especially in the catch-shoot situation. Might be on the slower side of things. Easy time, easy green. Pro dribble style, not the greatest. Not unusable, though. Normal leaner, it is really good, obviously. 95 3-ball, 95 speed, 94 lateral quickness. Defensively, good, not great. And that's one thing I want you guys to realize is, yes, Hall of Fame glove, yes, Hall of Fame right stick ripper, all of those things are nice, but his defensive badges are still not great. Playmaker-wise, absolutely fantastic. Agent 3, limitless range, catch shoot deadeye on Hall of Fame. I like Big O. Do I love him? That's the question. I don't know. It's going to be just kind of a wait and see type of process. One thing I like is he can get every Hall of Fame badge in the game because a lot of people have built up some Hall of Fame badges. Oscar can get every badge in the game. I like it. So I can give him open looks, Claymore, slippery, rise up, all of those badges. Badge-wise, doesn't get much better than Big O. Is he that best point guard in the game? It's going to be a wait and see type of thing. PG-13 up next, 6'8", 6'11 wingspan, 95 3-ball, 94 speed, a fantastic defensively, Hall of Fame range, blow by, handles for days, hyperdrive, killer combos. Definitely give him unpluckable. He needs it. Definitely give him brick wall, rebound chaser, you know, workhorse, probably rise up. He needs a few badges. But if you do fully badge up Paul George, I think he's tough to beat at the shooting guard position. I still think Kobe Bryant's going to be better than this card, but I'm telling you, Diamond PG is going to be tough. A lot of people have been like, Ty is basically going to be the Diamond PG. And, I mean, here's what I'll say. You're comparing Pink Diamond Paul George to Diamond Paul George. Yes, the cards sig-wise are exactly the same. I can't argue that. But when you're looking at them stat-wise, look at the defense. It is way different defensively using Pink Diamond Paul George compared to that Diamond Paul George. Badge-wise, way different. And hotspot-wise, way different as well. I'm picking this card up probably, and I think he should be at minimum that shooting guard too. And if you want to, you can run Paul George at that small forward as well. Definitely think Paul George should be the second best shooting guard behind Kobe Bryant in the entire game. Dr. J might have something to say about it though. Vince Carter up next. The problem for Vince is his release needs to be on quick. Until Vince Carter gets his release on quick, it's nothing to really look at here. Stat-wise, he's going to be nearly perfect. Offensively, I mean, he should be elite. But the problem comes with that release. I'm telling y'all, it's not unusable. But Vince Carter on quick is really good. Vince Carter on normal just feels slow. And if that's the card in what he gives you, I just don't think there's enough to run Vince Carter here. I'm sorry. Zach LaVine Jeremy style doesn't do it for me. Kristaps Porzingis up next here. 7'3", 7'6" wingspan. Now, the initial thing I see when comparing him to Victor Wembanyama, which I'm going to do a lot, is this. Badge-wise, Kristaps is way better. I'm just throwing it out there. Badge-wise, I mean, yes, Wemby has some silvers and some bronzes, but badge-wise, KP is going to be better. 95 3-ball, 80 speed, 86 lateral, 88 interior, 77 perimeter, good standing driving dunk, Hall of Fame range, super important. Hall of Fame, big driver, box out, beast, post, lockdown. Is there any downfalls? No, because Kristaps can get every badge in the entire game. And so that's the one thing, even, again, compared to Victor Wembanyama, that KP literally could get every badge in the game. Is Wemby better defensively? Maybe a little bit. KP's release is way quicker, though. KP's shooting badges are way better. And my whole thing is, yes, Hall of Fame rebound chaser, KP not having that hurts. But offensively, he's going to be way better than Victor Wembanyama. So it just depends on what you're wanting. Remember, KP can get basically every Hall of Fame badge in the game as well. So if you have some stocked up, not a bad guy to give him to. I just got to be careful because we probably are going to see a Yao soon. So if you have, Wemby, you're not losing anything by not picking up KP. I think these cards are about the same level. One thing about it, though, is KP's going to stretch the court way better than Victor Wembanyama. So just keep that in the back of your minds. How I'd rank these cards overall today. I'm going to go KP 1, PG 2, Oscar 3, probably Tyson Chandler. No. I'm going to go, honestly, Jonathan Isaac 3. I'm going to go Oscar 4. I'm probably, after Oscar, would go Serge Ibaka 5, Tyson Chandler 6, Vince Carter 7, Peyton Watson 8. If I've not mentioned Tyson Chandler, him 9. But if I've already mentioned him, don't worry about it. Then you're probably looking at Taylor Hendricks, RJ, Jamison Varejao in that order. Anthony Black probably in there ahead of RJ. It's hard to rank all these guys, but I like this drop. It's deep. I don't think any of these cards are top 5 cards in the game, but you got a lot of solid options. That's going to wrap it up for our video today, guys. Let me know your thoughts on it down below in the comments. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new. And as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.